illegitimate and bogus. Professor Prempeh takes on Blay over Mahama third-term presidency claim. Area we me ba be story bi efa Freddy Blay hu. Na watch say ono de say Mampenyi John Dramani Mahama say yensisa constitution through Supreme Court. Na ye man running for second term and third term no any problem. But Ghanaians and ebe decide at the end of the day. Ye Ghana for ye na ye be decide. And then ono who say as a president, you know, say as a president, you know, say Supreme Court Emma Okwanso betima run the bill, no, it doesn't necessarily mean say you win the election. To ono Freddy Blay so any problem with that. Na enona Professor Prempeh abe react to na answer na no pese me post we chiro. We free baka voma wo eye ni nchen. Mo kai say anumre we anase and there I we are made the story be ebremo. Ana a story about NCF no some radio stations being sent. Ana is a Minister of Communication, Sam George, together with NCF I then shut down those stations. I biaka wound to mini assassin. Na President Mahama the krata through Felix Ofosu-Kwakye the Bray ana watcher say President Omunsanya then and retrieve those stations back. Nobody should close it. I want to us negotiate now at the end of the day. You won't say any man. Yeah. Now I don't know back a voma wa veterans, but say reacting. I'm correct. Freddy Blay no. John Mahama is making it too hard to hate him. It is not good for our democracy. Press conference at 3 p.m. signed. NPP minority in parliament. What I say, me catch them say. President Mahama is a very smart politician. Wow. He did this because on pese NPP for Ghana phobia and say a cool bit to say GJ ni some other people will come out and say that Niama President Mahama preaching against and Ananado or ye the same thing. What I say? And you know, all run in San Frio and a wide case in Ama Sam George in the NCA4. And they say no, say NPP for Moko press conference at the American. Also, is smart. NPP for press conferences here, they don't make it. There's nothing they can say. Yes, nothing. Because Mampenyi Mahama say Yansanya then retrieve stations in the back. Now we negotiate. And negotiations do it will take months. What I say? How sure says how stations to be back on air? He's been smart. And until now, Oliver Baka, I won't lie, no, I said no. President Mahama, everything possible, or Yamanaya think, I said, Kwanya, na Niama obeyama man for a time, no, President Mahama, and Beso Bay, I move your time for no reason to all dodgy or Munina, not just say, MB before a press conference, or here he's been sarcastic. Now, young Freddy Blay in President Mahama is a smart politician, no, Munim. You're the chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee, Prof. H. Kwesi Prempeh, has challenged the assertion by former NPP chairman Freddy Blay that a Supreme Court interpretation of a provision in the 1992 Constitution, I didn't make as a constitution, on presidential term limits can lead to President Mahama running for a third term. Speaking in an interview on Oyerepa FM on Wednesday, Blay claimed the apex court of the land can interpret the constitution to permit President Mahama to run for presidency again. The law is the bosom of the judges. It goes to the Supreme Court, which has the exclusive judicial right to interpret the constitution. And that body decides what it means by 2 terms is conservatively, this is not or that. I don't have a problem with it. The law court does not vote for a president. It is the individuals who constitute the panel who may look at a case. And they have only 1 vote each. It is the people of this country who vote, he said. And you know, Freddy Blay Then you come. Reacting to this post in a shared on Facebook Wednesday, Prof. Prempe asserted that there is only one interpretation of the law on presidential term limit, Article 66 plus 1. He stated that no judge can alter the meaning of the article to permit President Mahama to seek a third term. Any interpretation of Article 66 plus 1 to the effect that a president who has become elected to a second term can stand again, third term upon the expiration of the second term is illegitimate and bogus. Judges do not have authority to rewrite, amend, or set aside a provision of the Constitution whose text and purpose, including from history, admit to only one meaning. Two terms mean two terms. And if the framers of Article 66 had wanted to say that a president cannot be elected to office as president for more than 2 consecutive terms, thereby leaving room for a possible non-consecutive third term, they would have said so. So, as they knew what it is, as they knew what is said in Article 246 plus 2 of the same Constitution in relation to a district chief executive, there is nothing wrong with or unclear about Article 661 in its current form. 2 terms mean 2 terms. Now, look at something. When him say, "Oyi asema papa we kana," that's it. Strategizing everything now. Do you even know that? Say Mampenyi bi at the president, ako opposition. As I be winning bill. When you say your constitution, it doesn't say anywhere say that person can contest or not. Do you know that? I just say President Mahama say on back. Say President Mahama person contest the bill he can do because that particular in that constitution there is a space. Constitution there is a space there. The constitution does not say anything there. Say the person can because in the history since JJ Etre Nyamefano Kransi since JJ Etre our constitution way bebrebe you starting here you nyama mpanyi bia wadi president as akwaba builder. This is Mahama. And he going and coming to contest against Constitution is in cash in Fasadia or that place. There's nothing the Constitution saying about it. So what if say President sorry Nesematic committee yes is a constitution in our cry and as well. You understand? Me say Mampenyi Mahama na ankasa na adwin say ono ankasa nya den contest kurampa. People demonstrate against him. Me say no, me nyaya ankajo Mahama will be president after even 2028. Yes. Me nya obe president sa ko pim say nyango pombetu nsa afre no. Anko woni wa ga me pese Mahama ye me president forever ever. But dear, nobody can dodge it. We will go. Yeah. Enti abusia that is on the opinion say bogus na esanye illegitimate and yet possible. Men so madwin chira no. Mon chira madwin comment section.